morning to all. Today we are going to see about block diagram representations. So in this mainly we are using three different blocks only. First one is adder or summer block. If you are having two different inputs like this, x1 of t and x2 of t means our output becomes, it is a combination of these two things, x1 of t plus x2 of t. And the next important block we are going to use is integrated block. Suppose your input is s square x of s means, so if you are passing the signal through this integrator means your output becomes 1 by s into s square x of s. So therefore the result will be s into x of s. So this block is called as integrator block, or otherwise we can call it as delay element. And the third important block we are using is the gain operator. You are having the input x of s and the output y of s means, here in between if you are having a value of gain 3 means your output y becomes 3 into x of s. This is just like a multiplication operation. So gain is nothing but multiplication. So these three blocks, adder, integrator as well as this multiplier block only, mainly we are using in this block diagram representation. And coming into the type of this block diagram representation, we have four different types. One is direct form 1 realization, and the second one is direct form 2 realization, then cascade form, and the fourth one is parallel form realization. So all these four are important. Among the four, this direct form 2 is very, very important, because if you know this direct form 2 realization, then only you are able to perform cascade realization as well as parallel form realization. So now we will see these things one by one. So let us consider this example. H of s is equal to s square plus 3s plus 2, s square plus 2s plus 2. So we can implement these things with the help of direct form 1 realization. So here from the numerator, highest term is s square. So you can take it outside. So therefore we are having 1 plus 3 by s plus 2 by s square. Similarly, the denominator also, if we take the s square term outside, so 1 plus 2 by s plus 2 by s square. And now this s square and s square terms will be cancelled. So we have 1 plus 3s and this one. The left hand side you have y of s by x of s. Now we can do the cross multiplication. So therefore y of s into 1 plus 2 by s plus 2 by s square is equal to x of s into 1 plus 3 by s plus 2 by s square. So we can expand these things. So this becomes y of s plus 2 by s into y of s plus 2 by s square into y of s. Similarly, right hand side, x of s plus 3 by s into x of s plus 2 by s square into x of s. So left hand side you are having y of s components, right side you are having x of s components. Now we can assume this is w of s. We are assigning here a new term and we are calling it as w of s. So therefore this left hand side entire equation is equal to w of s. So if you are equating this to w of s means your equation becomes like this. You have y of s alone, you keep it outside. Rest of the things you bring it to the right hand side. So already you have w of s in the right hand side minus 2 by s into y of s minus 2 by s square into y of s. So like this we are rearranging this equation. Similarly, this one we already have. So w of s is equal to x of s plus 3 by s into x of s plus 2 by s square into x of s. So like this we are having two different equations. These equations only we are going to realize in direct form 1 realization. First, we can consider this equation. Here x of s is the input and w of s is the output. So input, we can write it in the left hand side, and w of s, we can write it in the right hand side. So x of s, it is coming like this. And next one, 3 by s into x of s. So 3 by s means 1 by s. It is nothing but the integrated log. So along with this x of s, you are adding an integrated log 1 by s. So here your value is x of s. At this point, your value is x of s by s. And here it is multiplied by 3. It is multiplied by 3 and everything is added here. It is going to add with the x of s. So already your x of s is coming directly. Along with that 3 by s into x of s. That is also added. And again next term, if you are looking means, again it is 1 by s square term. Already you are having 1 by s. So here you are adding one more 1 by s. So 1 by s into 1 by s means you are getting x of s by s square. At this point your value is x of s by s square. And here the amplitude is 2. So it is adding here. So now if you are looking, this one means here your value is x of s and here 3 by s into x of s. Here 2 by s square into x of s. So everything is joining together and we are producing w of s. Similarly, we are representing this equation. Here y of s is the output and w of s is the input. So w of s, we are considering left hand side and y of s we are keeping in the right hand side. So here if you are looking, this one means w of s is directly coming. So it is going like this. And this one from y of s only you are getting 1 by s. So it is acting as the feedback. So from the y of s, you are connecting a delay element or integrator 1 by s. And its magnitude is minus 2. So here you can include minus 2. And it is, everything is combined here. And here the magnitude is once again minus 2. And the delay is 1 by s square. So at this point you have y of s by s, and at this point you have y of s by s square. Magnitude is minus 2. So it is going like this. So at this point your y of s is equal to w of s plus minus 2 by s into y of s minus 2 by s square into y of s. All these things are connected here and it is coming like this. This is your y of s. So x of s, w of s realization is over. Similarly, w of s realization also. Now we have to diagram w of s. Here also you have w of s. So that we connect these two into a single diagram. So join these two and this is our overall direct form 1 realization. So direct form 1 realization having some disadvantages, especially here we are using more number of delay elements or integrated blocks. This will be reduced with the help of direct form 2 realization. So now the same example we can implement using direct form 2 realization. Again we are considering the same example. So your h of s is s square plus 3s plus 2 divided by s square plus 2s plus 2. Left hand side we have y of s by x of s. This is also written as y of s by x of s. Here we are introducing a new element w of s. So multiply and divide by w of s. And once again you have the same in the right hand side. So now this y of s by w of s. This is treated as one system, and this w of s by x of s is treated as another system. So therefore, we can consider w of s by x of s. Only consider the denominator term. So it is 1 by s square plus 2s plus 2. Like that we can consider. Similarly, another one system, y of s by w of s, that we can consider numerator s square plus 3s plus 2. Now, as like in the previous case, here we are doing the cross multiplication. Here also we are doing the cross multiplication. So, at this point you are getting s square w of s plus 2s w of s plus 2 w of s equal to x of s. Is equal to x of s. And here you are keeping only the s square w of s in the left hand side. Remaining all you bring it to the right hand side. So x of s minus 2s w of s minus 2 yes. You are having here also cross multiplication y square into equation 1 as well as equation 2. These two equations only we are going to realize. So first we are realizing this one. Your input is x of s and output we are considering as s square into w of s. So it is coming like this. So s square w of s, x of s, from there you are getting 2s of s. But here your magnitude is minus 2 and it is added with x of s. Here also we are looking at adder. And the next point, it is minus 2 into w of s. So here once again if you are connecting a delay element means at this point it is become already SWS divided by S means you are getting W of S and the magnitude is minus 2. So this is the representation of this equation. S square W of S is equal to X of S minus 2 by S into W of S minus 2 by 2 into W of S. This is represented here. Next we are considering this equation. So y of s is the output and s square w of s is the input. So s square w of s is going directly and here you are having 3s w of s. So here you are connecting an integrator and the magnitude is 3. It is added and again 2 w of s. So once again you are connecting an integrator and its magnitude is 2. So this is the representation for equation 2. So now you have to combine these two diagrams. So if you are connecting like this means here also you are having s square w of s 1 by s, sws 1 by s, ws. Here also you are having like this s square w of s. Again, this point SW of S, this point W of S. So instead of using 4 different delay elements, we can combine these two into a single integrator and combine these two into a single integrator. So therefore, this diagram is rearranged like this. So now we have like this. So number of delay elements are reduced to 2. Actually, in the direct form 1 realization, we have 4 delay elements, whereas in the direct form 2 realization, we have only 2 delay elements only. That is the advantage of using direct form 2 realization. So this one, without using any equations also, you can directly draw this representation, because the h of x is given by a square plus 3s plus 2 and a square plus 2s plus 2. So this numerator part will comes in the right hand side and the denominator part will comes in the left hand side. Numerator part we are drawing in the right hand side. Denominator part we are drawing in the left hand side. So numerator, center point you are placing the delay elements, and here the coefficient, s square coefficient is 1, you are writing as it is. Then you are having 3, next you are having 2. We can draw as it is. Then coming to the denominator side, 1 you can write as it is. Then for the lower elements you have to change the sign. So your direction also changed. 2 becomes minus 2 and this 2 becomes minus 2. So like that, for denominator, other than the highest element, other than the highest coefficient, remaining all you have to change the elements. So here coefficient 2 becomes minus 2, here also coefficient 2 becomes minus 2. So in this manner, without doing any equations and all, directly also you can draw the direct form 2 realization. So next we will see cascade realization. So consider this transfer function s of s plus 2, s plus 1, s plus 3, s plus 4. So now this is larger system h of s. In the cascade realization, we are going to divide this into 3 subsystems. This s by s plus 1 we are considering as h1 of s. And s plus 2 by s plus 3 we are considering the second system. Then 1 by s plus 4 we are considering as a third system. So in cascade realization, this total, this h1 of s, then h2 of s and h3 of s, all are connected in a series manner, and you are getting the final output which is equal to h of s. So h of s is nothing but h1 of s into h2 of s into h3 of s. So now for all these 3 subsystems, we are going to apply direct form 2 realization. So we already discussed about direct form 2 realization. So directly I am drawing the diagram. So consider the input is x1 of s. It is minus 1 and here it is 1. Here the amplitude is 1. So this is for s by s plus 1. Now we are considering the second system. So 1 by s, here minus 3. This is x2 of s. This you can consider as y2 of s. So this is the realization of the second system. Now consider the third one. It is minus 4, 1. y3 of s, and this is x3 of s. So likewise, we realized using direct form 2 realization. h1 of s, h2 of s and h3 of s. So now in cascade realization, we are combining all these 3 systems. So therefore, the overall input x of s is given. So this is the first system. Again is connected to the second one. So all the things are connected. Output of the first is input for the second system. Output for the second system is the input for the third system. So in this manner, we are connecting the things. Now we are connecting the second and third. So this is the overall system H of S. H1 of S, H2 of S, H3 of S. All the things are seriously connected. So this is about the cascade realization. And the next, for the same problem, we are going to use the parallel form realization. So now we are considering the parallel form realization. Again we are considering the same transfer function. Here we are applying the partial fraction method. So denominator we have three different rules. So a by s plus 1 plus b by s plus 3 plus c by s plus 4. So we have to find a, b and c values. Then we have to combine all the things. So parallel form realization means your entire h of s is divided into three subsystems. H1 of s, H2 of s and H3 of s. So same input is applied for all the three systems. Then all the three outputs are combined and you are getting the collective output H of s. So all the individual outputs are connected here and they are summed up together and we are getting the overall output H of s. So everyone is familiar about the partial fraction method. And here I am directly writing the answer. A is minus 1 by 6 and B is minus 3 by 2 and C is 8 by 3 s plus 4. Now this is your H1 of s, this is H2 of s and this is H3 of s. So again in direct form to realization we are implementing all these things. So here you are having 1 by s minus 1 here plus 1 and here minus 1 by 6. This is for the first system. And for the second system 1 by s minus 3 and here the coefficient is 1. Again same x of s only. Here you have the coefficient minus 3 by 2. Then third one it is minus 4 and here it is 8 by 3. So like this we are having three different direct form to realization. Now we are combining all the three together. So same x of s only given to all the things. So this is our first system. Then second one. Minus 3 by 2. Then the third one eight by 3. So we are combining all these three. So overall, H1 of s, H2 of s, H3 of s, all this together we are getting H of s. So this is about the direct form, parallel form realization. Thank you.